Hello friends, Satyendra here, and in this video, let's understand the concept of 3D curve in Creo Parametric. So if you see this part, the section of this pipe is moving in three-dimensional way. So this is a classic example of 3D curve. So using 3D curve, we can build this part. And to start this part, I have a drawing opened with me, which is this one. So if you see this drawing carefully, there are two curves. One curve is here, and one curve is here. So using these two 2D sketch, we can create a 3D curve and we can use this 3D curve to model this part. So let's model this part. And for that, first I'll create this curve. So from this center to this surface distance, it is 100. From this bottom to this center, it is 150 and the radius is 70. So let's create this sketch first. And for that, first I'll create a new part. So I'll go to new, I'll say OK. Now here I'll create the first sketch, sketch, front, sketch, normal. Now I'll create a rough sketch first using line. I'll draw something like this. Now I'll make one fillet here from here to here. Now this fillet is 70. This is 100. And this is 150. Say OK. Now my first sketch is ready. Now I'll go for second sketch, and for that once again I'll see the drawing. So my second sketch is this one. And if you see from the bottom to this center, the height is 150. From this center to this line, the gap is 60, which is here. And then you have two fillets here. Both are 50-50. So let's create the second sketch now. I'll go to sketch, right, and sketch. Normal. I'll go to setup and I'll flip it and say sketch. Now I'll create an arc from here, something like this. One more arc, and then one line from this point, something like this. Make it vertical. Assign the dimension from here to here, it is 150. This dimension is 150. This is 60. And these two are equal. And this is 50. So my second sketch is ready. I'll say OK. Now using these two sketch, I will create a 3D curve. So to create a 3D curve, first select these two curves by using Control button. Now you click on Intersect. The moment you click Intersect, you get a 3D curve using that 2D sketch. So if you click this sketch, your one sketch is here and the second sketch is here. So using these two 2D sketch, you got a 3D curve. Now this 3D curve, you can select, you can right click, you can go to properties, and here you can change to center line. Apply, close. Now once again we'll go to the drawing. So this is the two sections, 40 and 50. So the inner section is dia 40 and the outer section is dia 50. Using these two sections, we will sweep it. So now I'll use sweep. I'll select this curve. I'll go to section. Now here I'll draw two circles. One is like this and second one is like this. Now the inner one is 40. Outer one is 50. That's it. Say OK. Now we have one more feature which is coming over here in this surface, and for that we'll go to the drawing. So this is the feature. So the thickness of this feature is 15, which is here. Center to center gap is 100. From this center to this center, from this to this it is 50. Now from this center to the top center it is 50, and from this center to bottom center it is 25. So using 50 and 25 and dimension 100, we can build this feature. And for this feature I'll go to extrude. I'll select the surface, normal. Now here first I'll draw 3 circles. This circle I'll mirror with this center line. Now I'll go to dimension. From this circle to this line it is 50. From here till here it is 25. From this center to this center it is 100. Now this dia is 15. Now I'll create one triangle here, something like this. I'll go with symmetry. This point and this point is symmetry with this center. Go to fillet, add fillet here, here and here. Make all three equal. This dimension is radius 15. Now one more thing is, this point is laying on this. So now my sketch is almost ready. I'll just place one circle here. Something like this. And I'll say OK. Now this is 15. And I'll flip the direction and I'll say OK. Now the last feature is around here. There is a fillet added here. So let's add a fillet here. And for that go to round. Select this. And this value is 10. And say OK. So now your part is ready. So this is how we create 3D curve in Creo Parametric. We use multiple 2D sketch to build a 3D curve, and using that 3D curve we can build the part. So using 3D curve we can build different type of parts. So one classic example I have with me. This is a part which is created using two 2D sketch. These two 2D sketch is converted into a 3D curve, which you can see here. And using this 3D curve, this kind of 3-dimensional part is built. Now let's have a small break. And meanwhile, you can like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you. So once you complete this part, if you create a drawing for this part, it will look like this. So this is your drawing. And once you convert that 3D curve into center axis, you will get a nice center axis here. So this is it, guys. It was a complete idea about 3D curve, and I hope this video will be helpful. Now you can write your comments in comment section below, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. So this is it, guys. Now like this video if the video is helpful, share this video with your friends, and subscribe my channel for further updates.